Again, it's 2:47 a.m., and once again, my brain refuses to sleep. I'm lying in my hammock, staring at the ceiling, and suddenly, boom, a thought hits me like a falling coconut. What if I were Pharaoh, like ancient Egypt style, golden throne, pyramids, eyeliner sharper than a papyrus scroll? I mean, could a sloth even rule Egypt? Probably not efficiently. But maybe, just maybe, I'd be the most chill pharaoh in history. First decree, no more rushing. The Nile would flow at a reasonable pace. Workers would build pyramids one nap at a time. Work hard, rest harder, I'd tell them, while reclining under a palm leaf fan. The historians would write, Pharaoh's sloth most aside, the slow but satisfied. My face would be carved on every temple wall, eyes half open, mouth slightly smiling, holding a mango smoothie instead of a staff. But the more I think about it, the details start piling up. What would my royal ceremonies be like? The high priests would complain, of course. But I'd just blink at them until they gave up, and during festivals. Instead of grand chariot races, I'd host slow parades. No one moves fast, no one sweats, everyone gets free dates and honey. The people would love it, probably. Eventually. Then comes the royal wardrobe. Pharaohs wore heavy gold collars, but as a sloth, I'd go for comfort. My royal outfit would be made of fine linen and extra soft moss. Maybe a crown with tiny fans that keep me cool under the desert sun. And of course, my royal symbol would be not a cobra, but a sleepy turtle wrapped around a sunbeam. Regal, yet relatable. Now, the tricky part, commanding armies. Historically, pharaohs led huge conquests, but I'd be terrible at that. I'd call my generals and say, what if we just don't fight today? And they'd stare at me, confused. And I'd offer them mango slices, and everyone would just calm down. World peace, achieved through snacks. Historians would call it the era of fruitful diplomacy. Not bad for a guy who can't even run. And of course, I'd need a pyramid. Mine wouldn't just be a tomb, it'd be a relaxation center. Instead of traps and curses, there'd be hammocks, cool breezes, and slow music playing through hidden tunnels. Tourists thousands of years later would walk in expecting doom, but leave with a deep sense of calm. The Pyramid of Peace, they'd call it. The only pyramid where you come out feeling better than when you went in. But let's not forget the gods. Ancient Egypt had a god for everything, sun, cats, the afterlife. I'd probably get my own cult, Sloth. But god of chill, offerings wouldn't be gold or incense, just pillows and warm tea. My temple priests would spend their days meditating, occasionally yawning, and declaring naps as sacred rituals. Imagine the statues me reclining on a throne, eyes half shut, with the inscription, he who ruled time by ignoring it. Then again, being pharaoh comes with responsibilities, endless meetings, decisions. Decrees, the thought alone makes me tired. Maybe I'd appoint a royal assistant pharaoh, a very responsible cat, perhaps to handle the boring stuff. I'd pop in once a week to wave at the people and say something wise like, may your shadows be cool and your naps uninterrupted, then vanish behind a curtain to continue my eternal rest. But what about legacy? Pharaohs wanted to be remembered forever. I'd want that too, but not through monuments. I'd prefer stories like bedtime legends whispered across centuries. Once there was a pharaoh who ended all wars by telling everyone to just take a nap. Kids would laugh, adults would sigh, and somewhere in the night sky, my lazy little constellation would wink back at them. Now it's 3:26 a.m., and I'm smiling to myself. Maybe I'd be a terrible pharaoh. Or maybe a great one. Who knows, the pyramids of thought can rise in any mind, even in the middle of the night, even in a sloth's sleepy head. And as I finally drift off, one thought glows softly in my mind. Power means nothing if you can't enjoy the silence between decisions. Maybe that's the truest kind of royalty there is.